And Fataraman says, I don't know. That's the point of this video here. So this week I was just actually browsing to the YouTube trending page, and then I noticed something. Regardless of which country where you're from, stuff that you might find cringy. For me, anyway, it's cringy. We all can agree that most popular TV shows are cringy. Well, that's the question of this video. Why do people keep watching on cringy content even though they know, and most of us know, it's cringy? So what I actually did was that I actually made a YouTube story and asked people, why do you think people still watch cringy, awful dramas on TV? Oh, by the way, the Instagram link is below. I sometimes do mobile photography. You can follow. Then after like 24 hours, you guys gave a lot of responses, which are quite interesting. So let's dissect one by one, shall we? Azriel Asman here said, sometimes it started as good, then you got invested, so might as well continue to watch it. I do think it's partly because of the societies that a lot of our friends and family are living in. People are desperately wanting to connect with other people in order to make that human connection, especially now during COVID. People want to make themselves relevant to the immediate society that we are in. And I mean immediate society, I mean family, friends, co-workers. Probably most of them watch these things as well. So even though they might not like it, probably they watch it simply because they want to connect with their fellow human beings. Shaira Raw says, because everybody else in office watch it, you want to fit in. AJ Drama Melayu pukul 7. Yeah, exactly what I said. Imagine your typical friend who just grasp onto anything popular just to keep up with the Joneses. I mean, you can tell when you just glance at their friends list on Facebook or any other social media that they have. These people will have a strong media presence, by the way. They always keep posting on what they have eaten for lunch, dinner, supper, even after supper. That's why you're considered a misfit if you don't watch any of them. But in my opinion, people like this will always find a way to distance themselves from their office mates, to have their own life. They just come to the office and say, I'm going to do my job, I don't care about you, and then I'll just go off. But then office politics might bite you in the ass. Farah Francis, because they have a boring life. Deep down, they are aware that their lives might be boring. Not to say my life or your life is interesting. Lisa Hassan 88 says, because that's the only thing they know in their life. When you mean it's the only thing that they know, is because they have many other priorities. Like some of us who have less commitments, who have more free time to look at other stuff, who have more free time to actually explore other boundaries, explore other types of entertainment. So you actually can't blame them. It's their way of escapism from the normal routines that they have. Farah says, to escape reality, maybe it's easier for some to live someone else's fantasy. That's why you can see that a lot of these characters on cringy television shows are mostly exaggerated. In a way, the exaggeration that these TV shows provide also has a sense of comedic relief, regardless of how dumb the shows are. You have to remember that these creators are not dumb. They know how to cater to a wider spectrum of audience, and they know the type of people that are going to watch their shows. And it often in reality does pretty well, as it pains me to say. So by watching these shows, even though for us it's cringy, they tend to live out their inner fantasies. They can imagine themselves being the person who has a $60 million net worth, a big car, a big house, or a happy family. So it works as a fantasy for those people who are keeping food on the table for their families. Ashraf Ayub says, those who watch these kind of shows don't think it's cringy and awful at all. They enjoy it. That's why. Yeah, back to the previous question. I mean, you can't just bash people who enjoy them. They enjoy them for what they are, even though as campy as it is, people just enjoy the grand obnoxiousness of it all. People just want an escape from reality, so they would want to watch something that is quick and easy than more intricate types of media, like let's say commentary videos or things that might require them to search, which is again more work on their part. Nick Fahmi says, my mom, for example, used to watch Malay dramas with very cringy, predictable plots. One day I asked her if it's predictable, why is she still watching it? Her answer, after a full day of hard working using brain power, the drama is just an excuse of just watching something. Now she binges on K-drama. Haziq Azahan says, dude, feature me in one of your videos, ha 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 ha. No. Ezwan Mazi says, indoctrination since tender age. So it's pretty much a cycle. When you've watched TV shows of that cringy quality, you tend to have it ingrained in your mind as entertainment, and you just shut every other entertainment else. I mean, I don't mean that they are, and I'm not meaning to say that they are less open to other forms of entertainment or to other forms of media, but in their minds, in the future, when they see a particular or a similar style of drama that they have ingrained in their minds, they would tend to default to it pretty much. Hanis 943, drama pukul 7. A lot of televisions will actually produce their more popular shows at around 7, right before the news comes up. That's prime time watching. Television industry has actually helped to propel these cringy TV dramas for generations pretty much. I mean, that's where the trend started. Afifi is this demand and supply. Well, that's why a lot of them exist. I mean, the demand is there. I mean, I understand creators want to make better movies, so much so that the creators, they have to put down their artistic expectations and to make sure that they're delivering what people want, and they have to provide them because they also need to put food on their plate. So it goes on both ways. Either you make it for them or don't, or you starve to death. A lot of the friends actually touch on people who watch this on a daily basis, but I do sense that there are a type of audience that no one really touches on, and that's people who have a superiority complex, people who are kononnya or supposedly self-educated or hipster or some sort. It's pretty much hipster lah. They watch these cringy TV shows at an emotional distance. What I mean by emotional distance is that they don't have a particular affiliation or particular feeling towards the character. They are just watching it so that they can say, holy shit, people do watch this. Another reason why I think these people actually watch cringy TV dramas is because it's meme potential. So you can even see it in your local Facebook groups or in Siakap Keli or even in 9gag or even in MGag. People in the mainstream society knows that cringy TV dramas make up for really good meme potential. It's pretty much a meme resource goldmine at this point, to be honest with you, due to the incompetence of actually mirroring daily life. But then, in a way, it also attracts audiences to the TV screens to watch these kind of cringy TV shows. So in a way, it does work and help popularizing these shows anyway. So I don't know whether the hipsters have actually won, but I think inevitably the hipsters can take an L on this one, because you hate those shows but you do watch it, right? You like all of them, right? The actresses are beautiful, right? You still watch it, right? You still do this at night while you're thinking about the actresses, right? You know, when talking about this, I also have another type of group who watches these shows, and these are the people who are categorized as camp sensibility. Now, what do I mean by camp sensibility? These type of people are complex in nature, meaning that they enjoy these cringy TV shows as a failed seriousness. And what I mean by failed seriousness is that people in this category might view a show and they think, oh God, I can't believe this is real. How the f did they f this up? It can't be. Pretty much these people who watch these shows actually celebrate their failings, celebrate the failings that cringy TV shows cannot emulate proper reality. They admire the visions of the producers and the people who watch these shows, and even admire the utter failings of these TV shows. In a perfect world, the award-winning local movie Bunuhan, for example, it will be a hit in the local scene because it hits every point of very good storytelling and filmmaking. But most good Malaysian movies don't go really far with local audiences because I think it captures the harsh realities of life, and it doesn't sit well with Malaysians who want to watch shows as a form of escapism. But then these movies are rated highly because that's what movie critics are looking for, the portrayal of reality. And compare those shows to the campiness and silliness of TV dramas, and it shows. But keep in mind that not all TV dramas are cringy, but the ones that have terrible production quality, cringy scripts, are the ones that keep my mind awake all night. If you guys like more content like this, you guys can click the subscribe button below. That way you make me accountable for all the videos I produce out. If you don't like the videos I produce, you can unsubscribe anytime. It's that simple. Thank you guys for your time for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video next week. Bye bye.